welcome back to our Bali kitchen. Today we want to show you how to have a heartbeat smoothie, because we all have this beautiful thing inside of us that beats whether you tell it to or not, and that keeps us ticking, keeps us alive, and I think that's a beautiful thing. However, something I'm going to do first off is a bit out of my comfort zone, because sometimes I like to be in control, and especially when I'm in the kitchen. So today I'm actually going to hand the reins over, and he didn't actually know this yet, but I'm going to hand the reins over to Mitch in the kitchen today. You can make the smoothie, you can talk about it, you can add it all in, and I'm going to even swap positions just to really spice things up.
Wow, I'm getting a little bit nervous. Remember last time we tried this and we had stuff going everywhere. Let's see how we go. But we are going to be adding in beetroot into this particular smoothie today. Now, if you've ever tried that before, beetroot can really take over, and it's got a really heavy taste to it. So you don't want to be using too much. However, there's some incredible benefits from having beetroot, especially to do with the heart. So we probably all know by now that in Australia and USA, heart disease is one of the biggest killers, if not the biggest killer. And in fact, I read a stat just the other day that in Australia, every 27 minutes, somebody dies from heart disease. And likewise in the US, over 600,000 people will die from heart disease every single year, which that's pretty alarming, right? And with both of our grandparents, grandpas have had heart attacks in their life, and one of them's still going, one of them died from it. So we really want to make sure we're looking after that. And heart disease is really just put down into a certain build-up of plaque that blocks the arteries and narrows the arteries so the blood flow can't get through properly. So I'm going to start adding these in, Sam. We're going to add in a little bit of beetroot to get started, but what else do you know about it?
I just think it's a very alarming thing in this world right now, and there's a lot of people out there that look healthy from the outside, right? And at the age of 50 can drop into a heart attack, or perhaps even die from a heart attack at such a young age. And what I think is going on is because our arteries are getting blocked, it's not necessarily showing up on the outside, so we can't see that. We can't see that a lot of animal product or a bad diet that you're having and that you're incorporating is clogging up and adding these things so that the blood can't get through.
Yeah.
So it's really scary, because I know a lot of people that have been fit and continue to work out and have suffered from heart attacks and strokes and things. So I think taking care where we can of our beautiful heart and adding things in like this beet and different ingredients we're talking about now is so important.
So let's get into it. So 2 bits of beetroot about this long. So it's about probably an inch long sort of thing. We all know inches by now. So 2 pieces just like that. We're going to throw in half an apple as well, just to sweeten it up. Well, those is going to be really sweet anyway. And then also, if you can come up with some black grapes, so like these ones here, the black grapes are really good for your heart as well. So throwing in probably a handful of them, depending on how sweet you want to make them, they'll get pretty sweet as well. So because of the color of those black grapes, and they're also great for the blood as well. And then same thing with your strawberries. So throw in a handful of strawberries as well.
Strawberries are also amazing for your vitamin C. And when we increase our vitamin C, it actually helps to get the blood and the blood system flowing, especially throughout those artery walls. So that's something you want to increase. That's why we're adding it into this smoothie.
For sure. And then something that you just need to go inside every single smoothie is kale. So this is kale from Bali. So I'm just going to throw in a bit of a handful of that as well. Really just pack it in on top. And we'll add in a few little things to top this one off. First one being cinnamon, right?
And what's that good for?
Cinnamon is just a great spice for taste, first of all. You don't want to go too crazy on it. But again, it's good for the blood, right? So add in a little bit of cinnamon, and then we're going to throw in some flaxseed as well. So flaxseed for me in the last week has been really good at keeping my digestive system consistent and flowing. So I'm just going to probably pop in about 2 teaspoons of that in there as well. How's it looking so far?
Yeah, interesting to say the least.
All right, what else do we need to finish this one off? I think we just need a bit of ice.
Perfect.
And a bit of water, and then we're good to go.
Good catch.
Perfect. And some water.
So I was actually surprised recently with the red juice we had, which was watermelon and beet and strawberries, and how delicious it was. And so that's why I'm interested to try beet today.
Yeah, Sam wasn't really sure about beetroot in this smoothie, but I've had a beetroot smoothie bowl before and it was incredible. So let's get into this one. Let's blend it up. So you don't want to over blend it either, just making sure you're getting all the big chunks out. But let's give it a little sniff test. Smells sweet. A little bit earthy in there from the beetroot.
It does smell earthy.
But let's go.
Ooh.
Who's going to taste this one first?
You go.
Wow.
Is it good?
Like I said, there's that earthy taste in there, but we've balanced it out perfectly with the apple, the strawberries, the grapes. Just gives it a nice full flavour, full of earth, full of sweetness, full of just deliciousness.
Just kidding. He's done well. I'll keep him in the kitchen for now. But yeah, you're right. It's actually quite nice. I do like it. Yeah.
Got to learn to trust me more.
Good one. Well, thanks again for joining us. Make your heart beat strong and get on to our heartbeat smoothie.
Cheers.
Cheers.